Hey, Ranger fans, welcome back. Dave here. I got another awesome Power Rangers toy review. I just picked up this brand new Silver Ranger that came out for Beast Morphers. This is kind of the debut for him in the Power Ranger series. Um, they haven't come out with him in any of the 6-inch figures yet. I haven't seen whether or not that's going to come out in the fall or not, but a lot of times the Power Rangers get put out in this larger scale figures that come out. They're right around the $9.99 price point, so it's like a more affordable figure for younger kids and stuff like that, or collectors that want to get like bigger scaled figures of the Power Rangers. So this is the Silver Ranger. He's also they haven't come out with the Gold Ranger yet, so I don't know when they're gonna put that out yet, because the Gold Ranger's already been on the show, and then the Silver Ranger came on next. So I don't know why they haven't put that out yet, but they put the Silver Ranger out. Um, so we could take a quick look at the box. Up here we have, you can see it says Beast Morphers, and then over on the side it says Silver Ranger, and here it still says Saban's Power Rangers, and then down here at the bottom you have the logo that, it's licensed and created by Hasbro. And we can kind of turn the box to the side, and you can kind of see other figures that have and will be coming out in the line. This is the Yellow Ranger. She didn't come out in the first series where they came out with the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger, and then she actually came out now with the Silver Ranger. So a lot of people were looking forward to that, because a lot of times in different things they don't put out a lot of the girl figures, so I guess they don't expect a lot of times girls are going to be playing with these toys. But nowadays pretty much anybody plays with a lot of the toys, whether they are girls or not, because everybody wants to collect all of them. And then we can take a quick look at the back of the box, and you see a nice little artwork of the Silver Ranger kind of holding up his gun, and has a little thing here that it says. You can take a quick look at that. And at the bottom you can see the UPC. So I found mine at Target a couple of days ago, so it's kind of the first time that I've seen it. I know they're newer coming out. I think it was supposed to be coming out by now, as where a lot of the Megazord stuff is all going to be coming out in the fall, which will probably hit closer to the middle of August or so. I did notice that there was some hints of some people getting the separate Megazords in California, which obviously a lot of Power Ranger stuff hits California first because it's more popular there. Because of Mighty Morphin and everything that was created after that. So that's basically it for the box. Without further ado, let's get it out and see how cool this figure actually is. Okay, so here we have it in the box, and we'll kind of take a quick closer look. Let's look at the little gun that he comes with. It just pops in and out of his hand, and we'll take a look at that. It's kind of made in this kind of like goldish kind of butterscotch sort of plastic. It does have some nice details on it. It's not painted at all, and as you can see, both sides of the gun are molded differently, so that's good that they were able to get a little bit different detail on that. You can see on both sides, and then that just kind of easily, as you can see, just like his hands are kind of a little bit softer, and then it just pops right into it from the top. It doesn't, like, I guess you could kind of put it in from the side, but it's easier to just kind of push it down from the top. And as you can see, it gets it nicely in his hand like that. Well, I'll just leave it there. So let's take a quick look at the head sculpt, and as you can see, it's very nice, kind of done in this really nice silver paint, and then it has this like really nice like metallic blue on the visor, and Then as you can see here, they have this kind of this bluish sky blue kind of teal for the armor here. In the show, it's a little bit more shinier, kind of metallic. But, you know, again, for $10, you can't expect them to be, like, dead on with it. And then you can see here, they have a lot of nice detail with the suit here underneath. It's got, like, silver with the kind of coat here, part of his suit. And then you have, like, black over here. And then as you can see, there's a lot of nice texture detail, which really makes it, like, look like it's sort of leather, like, you know, how most of their suits are. And then you have this kind of morpher up here on his chest here. And then on here you can see on his belt here you have like a GB for like, you know, for Power Rangers. And as you can see here, he has a lot of like molded detail on his pants. And then again, the same leather texture. And they really kept the paint going all the way around the back, even with his belt here. You know, which a lot of times in some things they'll just stop right at the front, and that's all you get. And then we go down to the boots, which also have a lot of nice silver paint on them. And then you have like the blue here. So let's quickly go over the articulation, and, you know, we can go from there. So with this one, you don't get a whole lot, you know, because of his kind of suit here with the arms up here with the shoulder pads and stuff, where you do get like a 360 with the arm, but it doesn't have a ball joint, so it doesn't go in and out. But then you do get like hand rotation, and that can go down. And then the head does not move, so that's pretty unfortunate. Same thing with the other arm. But then, for some reason, you get like kind of a ball joint in the legs here, so he can do like a kick out and a kick to the side. So you can kind of get him in the splits if you want to do something like that. And it doesn't go anywhere back, and then it doesn't have anything in the knees, so that's, you know. But, you know, if you're used to these sort of Titan Hero series that Hasbro comes out, that's pretty much what you get. You know, some of the other figures in the Marvels, you did get a lot of good, like, arm articulation. But for this one, they didn't really put a lot in, because I think they tried to get a lot of the paint in it, you know, as far as, like, the suit and then the helmet. So I think that's pretty nice. You know, again, kids are going to like it because it's a lot bigger, and it's like a hard plastic, so if they drop it, it probably won't break, but it's not going to, like, really hurt anybody, you know, if somehow somebody gets, like, hit by it. So that's pretty nice. And again, you can just sit it there, and, you know, the good thing about these figures, they're very easy to stand. So if you put them on, like, a shelf, or kids have them like they're playing, it's not like it's going to take a lot to get them to stand, because they're very, like, hollowy. So it doesn't have, like, a lot of top-heavy weight or anything like that. So let's do, like, a little comparison here. I kind of broke out a couple other Titan heroes. This is Groot from, like, Marvel Avengers. So you can see where he kind of scales like that. You know what we can do? Let's get out my little handy-dandy ruler, and we can kind of see. Let's move Groot over here. Because Groot, yeah, they look basically about the same size. So it's right around like 11.5 inches, almost 12 inches. And then let's see, Groot's kind of in the, sorry about that. Yeah, Groot's almost 12 inches, so they're pretty close to like the 12 inches. And then also over here I have the Green Ranger from Dino Charge. So you can kind of see how that scales with that. He's actually like as you can see, like a lot taller than him by like almost like an inch, almost. Like he actually goes above the 12 inches. So that's how that kind of scales. You can kind of see how they all scale, but pretty much because it is all from Hasbro, that's how they kind of scaled things with this 12-inch figures. Let me see what else I wrote in here. Then I also brought out the, which was kind of like the 12-inch Megazord that I reviewed not too long ago. So you can kind of see how that scales. It's a little bit shorter than the actual figure, which is kind of, you know, different. But same kind of figure with the posability. The arms only go up and down and the legs go back and forth. But this one has 2 accessories. And, you know, you can kind of see how he kind of scales with like a little 6-inch. This is just the Hulk from Avengers Endgame with the gauntlet. So you can see how that scales as far as like a little 6-inch. So that's basically it for the review. Remember to leave a thumbs up and please subscribe to keep in tune with any other new videos that are coming out. And until next time, see you guys later.